You're such an asshole.
Old Captain here. We got a new headquarters. It's not really a headquarters. I really never have a headquarters, and I really don't have a Southern Command. I just keep going from place to place to place, like the fucking A-Team. Huh? Except I'm a one-man A-Team. Alright, hey asshole, please keep my name anonymous. I've watched many of your videos and read Bachelor Pad Economics, so I have a general idea of your financial advice, but wanted your input on my specific situation. I'm 28 years old, no wife or kids, make between $60,000 to $75,000 a year, have $30,000 in retirement accounts, and almost $50,000 outside of that. Only does $19,000 owed on a car. Reason I haven't paid it off is because it's 0%. It's an itch you have to scratch. It's always there. You gotta pay me. It's 0%. And you're right. I mean, all financial theory should say it's 0% and you're making money. I live in a rural area, so apartments are scarce and crappy. So I was looking to buy or build a cheap/smaller home on a couple of acres. So I want to know how to deploy my money. Should I pay off my car even though it's 0%, or put a lot towards a house or whatnot? Currently live with my dad and definitely want to get out soon. I already have guns, ammo, but no silver. Well, you could drop you could drop a couple grand on silver and be all right. Remember, the goal is 200 ounces inevitably. So you don't have to, and that's what is it? Is it 16, 15? We're looking at $200, $3,000. You could part with that. Any advice? Let me know your price. Thanks. I said, okay, I had a couple questions here. Do you want to stay in the town for a while? Would make no sense to get your own place, let alone build one if you're going to move out of town in 5 years. Blah, blah, blah. He writes, as far as your question, I would stay for more than 5 years if nothing happens to the job. I currently commute around 40 minutes, so would be looking to move closer. That does kind of play a huge role. I don't want to give away. Oh, wait, we haven't given away your location. You're an armed guard. You're a security guard. Awesome. So as you know yourself, 65 to 75,000 is good money in security. And I have good benefits too. Dude, you are living the dream. You're making over 65 grand working secure. I know armed, you get a sizable boost if you're armed. Are you doing specialized shit or something like bodyguard work? Or that's a damn fine salary, and you get benefits. Shit, my boss, and who's a friend of mine, he's go fuck yourself if I ask for benefits. That's good. Plan on staying on as long as I can. No job is 100% guaranteed and never will be, so I can't wait for that to decide to buy or build a house. Plan on staying at the job as long as I can. If something happens to that job, I would have a long commute again to another place, but I can deal with that when the time comes. Figure my options are below. Pay off the car, keep 6 months emergency fund, and rest towards the rest towards a down payment. 2, keep a car payment, emergency fund, and bigger down payment. Keep car payment, minimum down. Oh God, okay. Pay off car, keep 6 months emergency fund, the rest towards a down payment. Keep car payment, emergency fund, and bigger down payment. Keep car payment, minimum down payment, and work on fuck you money. Parents will give me $10K towards a down payment as well. That's the get the fuck out of our house money. Look forward to the video of things. All right, what's your assets again? Make darn good money. You got $30,000 in retirement, $50,000 outside that. Your only debt is the $19,000. Oh God, it's 0%. I hate it. I want to do a lesson of like, just fucking pay off your debts and never borrow money for a car. How do you, $19,000? That means you paid more than $19,000 for your fucking car. But it's 0. God damn it. You got $50,000 for a down payment. All right, that's gonna get you a pretty nice house. All right. Here's what I would ideally like you to do, and your parents are going to like this and you aren't going to like it, but this is just in your best financial interest. What I would do is keep living at home, and all the money you're saving on rent and not having a mortgage, try and chip away at your car. I know it's 0%. I know it goes against every I know I'm wrong. I'm mathematically wrong. Still, pay off your fucking car and never piss away that much money on a car again. Making that much money, you should have a pretty good... Should be able to make mincemeat out of that within a year easy. And then you don't have the car payment anymore. Maybe you even have a little bit more saved up. And here's what I do after that. Then I'd still live at home. I know. Everyone's like, what if I want to date a girl? Well, if you got to get laid, go rent a hotel for a night. It'd be a hell of a lot cheaper. And then crash at her place. I'm just giving you the Clairmeister El Cheapo frugalistic Afrialgadocious with Dick Van Dyke dancing with money coming out of his ears. I would just stay at home as long as you can to save up a huger down payment. That's what I would. I know your folks are throwing you $10,000. That's what I would do. Now, they're probably going to get sick and tired of that. So what I would do is stay there for a while and use the time to find the house that is right for you. I like the idea of you getting a house. You're the candidate for it, but you're going to make sure you find the right house for you. Not whatever comes up. So in the meantime, you got your $50,000 for a down payment. That should qualify for quite a decent home. Certainly a bachelor pad. Something very close to work. Very close to work. I would almost make that your first thing as long as you don't go into a liberal municipality. Right? So if you can get close to work and not be in fucking leftist la-la land where you basically rent your property from the city so that children can go and get free education because all the single mom whores spat them out and they're not your kids, but you're magically paying for their education. If you could get really close to work, that'd be awesome. That'd save you a lot of time. And then the type of house I would get, if you're going to be there for a while, get something that is adequate for you, but maybe a room or two more that you can rent out to some buddies or people that you trust. I wouldn't look into a duplex. Don't look into a duplex. Don't make it complicated. Barring that, you don't want that, then just get yourself some small little condo maybe, something really cheap and small that if all of a sudden you do have to leave, you can then rent it out. Make sure, though, if you buy within a condo association, that you can rent it out. That's a key thing right there. So the game plan is you don't want to settle on anything housing-wise specifically. But what I would do is taking in all the different variables, proximity to work, cutting back on your commute, do you have buddies that could rent from you, etc., etc. I would bide your time staying at home, squirreling away your money to pay off your $19,000. In the meantime, your second part-time job is going and looking for a house that'll work. Maybe you find it tomorrow, all right? But maybe it takes 2 or 3 months. All right, but you wait till you find yourself the house that works for you, whether that's a bachelor condo, that if all of a sudden you lose your job, you can split somewhere else and rent it out. Whether it's a decent single-family home with maybe an extra room or two that you can rent out to your buddies. In other words, I'm looking for something that you can rent out at any point in time, whether you're there or not. Man, even the condo, it's really good to have that second bedroom. I know a lot of guys like studio apartments. Man, if you could get a 2-bedroom, that extra rental income could go a long way in helping you make ends meet and accelerating the amortization on your mortgage. I live in a rural area, so apartments are scarce and crappy, so I was looking to buy a smaller home on a couple acres. Good! So I wanted to know how to deploy my money. Should I even pay off the car, even though it's 0%? Look, if you get the right type of house, like here's another thing, acreage, if you could parcel that off down the road if it's close enough to the city. But if you're in a small rural area, you don't have to worry about liberal shit-tards jacking up your property taxes. So you're probably going to be looking at a house, 2-bedroom or more, rent out to buddies, be close to work. Currently, my dad definitely want to get out soon. Too bad. Too bad. I'm sure your dad wants you to get out soon too. Here's the thing. You can play it right now. Explain this to your dad while you're going to stay there for another 2 to 3 months. Dad, if you let me stay here another 2 to 3 months, I'll never come back because I won't have to. But if I gotta go, I get the wrong house, something bad going to happen. He's like, all right, fine, stay, but just get out of here. Yeah, I'd be looking at a small house, 2-3 bedroom, rent to buddies, or something you could rent to your buddies or family or friends, or not a family. You could rent to a family. And with $50,000 in a rural town, you could definitely make a huge down payment, have kind of essentially no. You play it right, you can have other people paying your mortgage with that kind of a whack of a down payment. So I don't know the specific housing market you're in, I'd have to analyze it, but do some research. As a small rural town, there's not going to be that many places for sale. If there isn't that many places for sale that it makes it work for you, just wait, all right? Or buy some acreage of land and go build your own house. That's another way to do it. But no, I do like your idea. I would you got enough money for a down payment. Now, just get that annoying car loan out of your way. live at home with your dad during your house search, take whatever extra money you have, throw it towards that, and then all of a sudden a month and a half goes by and you got, say, only $14,000 on your car and you found the house of your dreams. Cool. And then you got $14,000 car and a little bit of mortgage, and you're still way ahead of the average American. So, no, you're in a pretty good position. Choose the right house. That's that. If you choose the wrong house, you're going to fuck it up. But here's where you take your time, do your research, get an inspection, then get another inspection from another guy, because these inspectors don't know jack fucking all shit. And then, poke around with your buddies. Find out if you got some potential renters and don't be desperate. If you know somebody's a deadbeat, don't, but do a little bit of homework, poke around, take your time, see what's out there. But the car loan is not vital that you pay off, because it is 0% and inflation is technically eating away at that. I just hate having a fucking car loan. That's really what it boils down to. Mine's philosophical. All right, that's it. You guys got questions, the old captain's got answers. AssholeConsulting.com. If you cannot afford my $100 per hour fee, even though the average video consultation is $35, average email consultation is $25, you can get my books, Bachelor Pad Economics, Worthless, Enjoy to Decline, Curse of the High IQ, Black Man's Got Out of Poverty, and Poor Richard's Retirement. And then if you really, really, really want to piss off the right person, I've only had one complaint. I'm going to keep picking on him because he got pissed off that I set up a Patreon. And I've always accepted donations through PayPal. It's just nobody uses PayPal for donations. I have a Patreon account. You can donate. And I was surprised to find out I got 16 fucking clams per month coming in on the old Capmeister's Patreon account. So if you love me, you can go to patreon.com/Aaron Clary and give a guy who already makes enough money, doesn't really need it, even more. Because I am a greedy son of a bitch. We'll talk to you guys later. Toodles.